You've maybe joined the gym, maybe started the hot new diet, swore this time was different, and then you watched it quietly fall apart, almost as fast as it started. And every time a voice inside you said, "What's wrong with me?" Nothing. Nothing is wrong with you. You're normal. Today I'm going to show you what was missing, and then I'm going to make you an offer that honestly, I don't think anyone else in the industry has the guts to make because it costs profit. But what we're going to talk about doesn't just help you get your health back. It can pay you to help other people get theirs back too. And actually, if you wanted to skip this whole podcast and get to the point, you can go to a special website that we set up called WeAreBODi.com. That's body with an I. This is the antidote. People helping people and getting rewarded for it. It's time for you to love your body. Join the movement and let's go take your health back together. Welcome to the BODi Experience podcast. I've never done anything like this, a solo podcast. Well, I do have one guest, and that's my anger at the state of the world and how people are treating each other. But I'll turn that obstacle into an opportunity by inviting you to be part of something that's going to change that for a lot of people. And I especially hope that means you. Did I say a bit of anger? Yeah, I'm pissed. Here's a number that I think will make you angry too. 31%. That's the share of adults on this planet, roughly 1.8 billion people who need some motivation, some influence, some help to get them to get active enough to stay healthy. An entire third of the world's population. That's from a 2024 World Health Organization report. And here's the part that really got me when I read this. That number is going up. Fewer adults are active year over year. It's actually climbed 5 percentage points since 2010. And if nothing changes, the WHO projects it hits 35% by 2030. Now, the easy thing, the thing the health and fitness industry does, is to look at that statistic and go, well, some people are just lazy. Those people just don't want it bad enough. I spent almost 30 years in this business, and I know that's a lie. It was never that people just didn't want it. Lifestyle change isn't easy. So every time you tried and it fell apart, something was missing. And it wasn't just willpower. Today, I'm going to show you what was missing. And then I'm going to make you an offer that honestly, I don't think anyone else in the industry has the guts to make because it costs profit. But what we're going to talk about doesn't just help you get your health back. It can pay you to help other people get theirs back too. And actually, if you wanted to skip this whole podcast and get to the point, you can go to a special website that we set up called WeAreBODi.com. That's body with an I. That's WeAreBODi.com, okay? And I have a whole page that explains what I'm doing and how I'm going to bring back some of the things that we've lost since moving from the old Beachbody business model to what we now call BODi. So let's get into it. I co-founded this company in 1998. I've made dozens of programs, and after all that, you'd think it would be natural for me to stay active and eat healthy, but I still have to talk myself into it. And if I didn't drink this shake every day and have our nutrition plans to work with, I'd be made a pizza. And I mean that. So if you're the kind of person who has started over on a Monday more times than you can count, I'm not talking down to you. I'm sitting right next to you. You've maybe joined the gym, maybe started the hot new diet, swore this time was different, and then you watched it quietly fall apart, almost as fast as it started. And every time a voice inside you said, "What's wrong with me?" Nothing. Nothing is wrong with you. You're normal. And we have a common enemy, you and me. The enemy isn't discipline. The enemy is modern lifestyle that's engineered every single day to get you to do everything else for everybody else or to reach for a dopamine hit engineered by black box algorithms, all working against you to achieve your health and fitness goals. The deck is stacked against us. They literally call it lifestyle disease. And here's what the science actually says about lifestyle disease. According to the WHO, people who are insufficiently active each day carry a 20 to 30% higher risk of death than people who are active enough. Now, hold on. Take that in a second. If you're not staying active, you have a 20 to 30% higher risk of preventable death. That physical inactivity is tied to heart disease, likelihood of having a stroke, type 2 diabetes, dementia, and even cancers, including breast cancer and colon cancer. And in the US specifically, The CDC says 6 in 10 American adults are living with a chronic disease right now. 4 in 10 have 2 or more chronic diseases. Chronic conditions are behind 8 of the 10 leading causes of death, and they're the biggest driver of a national healthcare bill that now runs about $4.5 trillion a year of doctor visits, procedures, and prescriptions. This isn't a vanity problem. This isn't about abs and buns and looking good on the beach. This is your quality of life, your energy, your years with the people you love. But the very first thing today's busy life sacrifices is you. So let's break it down so you might understand why that makes me angry. 28 years I've been doing this, and I'm angry that the obesity and chronic disease problem is still growing. In the US, about 40% of adults, 2 out of every 5 people, now live with obesity. That number's climbed for basically a decade straight. And I get angrier every time I watch our industry respond to that with the same tired story that some new technology or drug is going to come by to make it easy to change this direction. Just take this pill. Just take this injection. Just try this AI coach. Come on. That pill or that injection and even that AI coach will still require you to move your body to the point that you're going to feel some discomfort. And to stay healthy, you have to change how you eat. What you consume is who you become. So here's what really gets me. Most of the people selling you these solutions, they know that. They know it's not going to work for you unless you change your lifestyle. But that's in the fine print. That comes with the wearable or the peptide. And that's not just wrong. It's the opposite of how this should be handled. They should be upfront with the fact that the key to living a long, healthy life is finding some way to integrate activity and nutrition into your life. That comes first. But the pressure to find some shortcut to results, it grows every day. And the payday is too attractive for companies to stop. And as people see other people getting results with these new solutions, the stampede starts and no amount of truth seems to slow it down. And that's something even bigger that makes me angry. And I bet you feel it too. We are living in a moment that constantly pits people against each other and themselves. All this comparison on social media, everybody's scrolling, comparing, competing, tearing each other down from behind the keyboards, right? Instead of supporting each other. And as people tear others down, they're actually tearing themselves down too. Okay, since we started this company, when it was just little Beachbody making VHS tapes and DVDs, the magic happened when the first wave of people realized that they could work together to support each other, and their lives completely changed. And then the next wave of people came, and the next, people helping people. It became an absolute phenomenon. That idea is the entire reason Beachbody grew so fast. It's in the DNA of what's now BODi. And in the world that feels more divided and more alone every year, I think it's worth fighting for that community, even if it looks different, even if it feels and acts different, even if it's going to evolve over time. That's what this whole thing is really about. Okay, now hold on to that thought because it's going to matter in a few minutes. So remember I said, I co-founded this company 28 years ago. I was 34 years old, I think, and I was in terrible shape. So I was customer number one. I didn't just see the opportunity, I was the opportunity. And I'm 62 now. I'm still going. I'm actually working harder than ever because we clearly haven't finished the mission yet. And that eats at me because I really care about helping you and helping the people that matter to you. You're some of the best people I've ever met. The people that I've met through this business, our staff and management team, trainers, coaches, customers who had tried everything and finally found their footing when they connected with one of our programs and with the community. People who'd been exactly where they were, cheering them on as they started a new program. Power 90, Slim and 6, Yoga Booty Ballet, Hip Hop Abs. Those were the early days, and it just kept growing. And then it exploded when P90X showed people that you could actually get a world-class workout right in your home with a charismatic trainer talking through the TV. I was talking to one of our employees the other day, in fact, and I'm interviewing her on this podcast at some point, and you're going to love her. She's lost 40 pounds with us, and she believes so much in what we do. She was getting me so fired up when she was telling me how much she loves BODi and what we do, because we're not in the gadget or magic pill business. We're in the business of helping people take control of their lives. These fun little programs, this delicious shake. And when you've watched what that does, as long as I have, not just for the customer, but for their whole family, you realize that the secret is that you cannot cut corners, not on the content, not on the formulation and quality of the supplements. That's why this company matters to me and to so many people who've been with us for a couple of decades. And that's why I want to invite you into it, not just as a customer, but into a movement. Real people getting life-changing results, inspiring other people to join us. And you know what's funny? We've done surveys recently where people are telling us they don't trust the thousands of before and afters that we featured on social media and in our advertising because they think that those before and afters are probably AI generated. Now, of course, AI didn't exist for most of the time the company's even been around. And I think if the results that we've been featuring all these years were fake, those people that we're featuring, they might have turned me into the authorities, but I get it. So let me just say the quiet part out loud. You did not survive 28 years in this business by faking results. Think it through. If we were doctoring thousands of success stories a year, if these people weren't real, we'd be shut down. The results are real and they're mind-blowing. I'm still impressed when I see someone transform. You cannot fake the transformation of a life and the family dynamics when parents are available to their kids again, when they have energy, when they have their health. And there's two other things that you just can't fake. And that's the quality of these programs. We've got over 225 of them on the BODi app. And the people who create them, we call them super trainers. And that's not marketing fluff. These are experts whose skill genuinely transcends what you scroll past from some influencer with a ring light. The ability to create a relationship with you through that screen at the same time they're cueing, at the same time they're motivating, and at the same time that they're doing the program along with you, well, that's a real skill to put it all together and make it look as good as we have over the years. I'm super proud of our content. And then there's nutrition. This shake. We have now sold over 1 billion servings of Shakeology. 1 billion! And it's not cheap either. It can't be. The quality and testing of every batch is what sets this protein and superfood nutrition shake apart from everything else. I drink it every day because I know how vigilant the team is. I don't trust health shakes that cost less than a can of dog food. But 1 billion servings? That's like a McDonald's burger number for a nutrition shake filled with all this good stuff that I know I'm just not getting from the other foods that I eat. You do not sell 1 billion servings of something that people don't genuinely love. That doesn't help them curb cravings or support their digestion and feel better. Like, this shake is so legit. The fitness is so legitimate. And the nutrition plans, they work so well. And it's all held together by this special core community of people who never stop. So, okay, let's go back to the question from the very beginning. Every time you tried and it fell apart, what was missing? During our biggest growth years, we figured this out. It was never one workout or one shake. It was the combination. It was about having a plan simple enough to follow on your busiest day. Nutrition that makes it easy to get the nutrition you've been missing. And the community that carries you when you can use some inspiration or motivation. We call the combination the total solution. And here's the promise inside it that I want you to really hear. We have a way for you to succeed with the total solution that can overcome the most fierce excuses. Like, okay, you keep telling yourself you don't have time. So let's talk about this. How much time this actually takes to get healthy and fit. In 2023, researchers at Cambridge and Queen's University Belfast published the largest study of its kind in the British Journal of Sports Medicine. They pulled data from over 30 million adults, and what they found should be on a billboard. A short daily workout was associated with a roughly 23% lower risk of early death. Okay? If everyone did just that much, a little workout. They estimated 1 in 10 premature deaths could be prevented. That's exactly why we produced over 400 10-minute body workouts into the app. We call it microdose fitness. And the I have no time crowd has become obsessed with it because the science says if you can find 10 minutes, you can genuinely change the trajectory of your health. The total solution is a full year of BODi. Every program we make, over 225 of them, including brand new releases like 30-Day Booty Boost and P90X Generation Next that people are raving about. And coming in September, we have Max Built from Shaun T. We have meal plans, so you never have to guess how to eat to get results. We have progress tracking that keeps you honest with your goals and keeps you on track. And this amazing community, real people on the same road who will celebrate your wins and help pick you up on the tough days. You just need to find a way to show up, and we're there for you. It's not just some app on your phone. It's a complete wellness center that runs on your schedule. So with all this value and this absolute imperative that we come together to turn this obesity trend around, here's what we're doing right now. We're calling it the Love Your BODi campaign. It might look like a sale, but it's not a sale. It's a movement for the right type of people who have the heart and the intent to help other people. They want to be a part of something special. It has a starting line, it has a finish line, and for now, it also has a limit. And here's how it works. I need you to hear that limit part clearly. Starting August 6th, we're opening the total solution, a full year of BODi, normally at almost $180, or that's about $15 a month, for $80 off. Just $99 for your entire first year. That's a full year of BODi, all access. Again, normally $179. That's over 225 programs, including our newest releases. Thousands of dollars of easy-to-follow meal plans, progress tracking right in the app and the community. Plus, for the next 40,000 people who join us, 14 servings of Shakeology free. That's a $70 value. Add it up, and you're looking at over $250 of value. Your first year, the Shakeology, everything for $99. That's about 25 cents a day to take your health back. But here's the part that makes Love Your BODi different from any offer we've ever run. And the part that makes this different from any other health and fitness company. When you start getting results, and you will get results, people will notice, and you're going to want to tell them what you did. You're going to feel so good about yourself, you won't be able to shut up. All right, you'll post a photo on your social, a friend will ask you what you're doing. It's just human nature. And they're going to want to do whatever is working for you. That means your hard work is creating demand for us. And you deserve to get paid for that if you want. So we're offering the most generous commission since we launched this program. And it's why I want you to consider becoming a BODi affiliate. And I want to be crystal clear about what this is and what it isn't. There's no buy-in. There's no fees to get started. This is not an MLM. There are no downlines, no recruiting people to recruit people to recruit people. None of that. You get results, you share your link, people subscribe, you get paid. Full stop. And during the Love Your BODi campaign, to help us bring more people into this active, healthy lifestyle of people helping people, we pay you $60 for every single person who joins through your affiliate link. Let me just do the math out loud because it's kind of wild. Okay, it's costing you $99 to subscribe. Now you get the product, right? You get to use it. So if 2 people then decide to join with the annual subscription and your affiliate link, you earn $120. You made your money back on your subscription plus made $20. Plus, you're getting healthy and fit with support of some friends. But how about this? What if you motivate 10 people? That's $600 you earn. You're helping us change people's lives. People who were going to see your posts anyway, and as you keep sharing, more people might join us. Sign up 100? That's $6,000. But what if you really get behind this? What if you work it more seriously on social, and you got maybe a little bit of a following? See if you can motivate 500 people. That's $30,000. And it's all yours. No upline taking a cut, no downline to babysit, just you and your people working to get healthy and help more people get healthy. But here's why this fits the whole point of today's podcast. In a world that pits people and companies against each other, this is the antidote. People helping people and getting rewarded for it. It's getting paid to do the exact thing that keeps you consistent, seeing results, sharing your wins, and pulling other people up alongside you. That is the Beachbody tradition. That is the culture. And this Love Your BODi offer is your invitation. First, just subscribe. Then we'll send you the details about becoming an affiliate. No obligation. We'll just send you an email, and then it takes about 2 minutes to sign up. But first things first, this starts with your health. Everything else follows from that. When you join with the $99 Love Your BODi offer, you take a quick quiz in the app. It points you to the right programs for you, and you just start, even just 10 minutes a day, if that's what you got. Drink your Shakeology, lean on the community, and if you're not feeling as good about the experience as you expected for any reason, we refund your full $99. And you keep the Shakeology as my gift for trying. I'm not interested in your money if you're not getting your life back. The only way you actually lose here is by closing this and doing nothing. But let's talk about waiting. It's not about the $99 offer. It's the price you pay if you don't start. Because I've watched this same movie for almost 30 years. The people who say, I'll start someday, almost never start. And waiting is actually the most expensive alternative of all. What, are you going to wait another year to get this together? Wait until New Year's to take your health seriously? To decide that you really want your clothes to fit better? To retain and build strength? To retain your mobility? To stay alive? Will you really start and follow through then instead of now? What's going to be different then? I'd guess nothing will be different, except you'll be 1 year deeper in the hole, and this $99 offer is going to be gone. So let's say you don't make this expensive mistake of waiting. Let's say this time you step up for yourself and be the person you want to be and live the healthy, vital life that you want to live with a proven platform and a shake that makes feeding your body the nutrition it craves easier and more delicious than you ever thought. We've got 40,000 of these memberships available, and one of them has your name on it. So as I wrap this episode up, let me answer the 3 things that might be running through your head right now. Maybe you're thinking, I've failed before, why will this be different? And that's a legitimate question. It's different because I think now you understand better how important this actually is for you. The statistics don't lie. And the only way the real underlying quality of your life, your vitality, will improve is if you take some action. And you've never had it this simple, this inexpensive, with this much support, built specifically for a busy life. Proven, step-by-step plans, 21 days, 30 days, whatever you can commit to. That's how you get results that keep you going. You won't want to stop when you see how good it feels to feel this good. Or maybe you're like me and you're thinking, I really just don't have time. You don't think you have 10 minutes? Honestly, I don't think the issue is time. I think the issue is you don't like the idea of the discomfort of pushing yourself, even if it's just for 10 minutes. But unless you accept that, to retain your comfort and capabilities for the rest of the day, you need to embrace this 10 minutes of discomfort for this tiny part of the day. Because the science is clear. Even 10 minutes will make a dramatic improvement in your health and strength. And we have 400 10-minute workouts waiting for you. So if it's discomfort you're hiding from, I really think you need to confront that one right now, because as time goes on, discomfort is going to chase you down. The body aches of aging, the lack of energy, the difficulty of just getting around. That's going to sort of close in on you unless you fight it, because eventually the decay of the body takes over and then everything hurts. The only way to keep that decay from happening faster than you want it to is to take a dose of discomfort every single day. It can be 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Lift the weights, break the sweat. Every time you show up for yourself, you're actually slowing down the clock of aging. So if you think you don't have time now, all you're really doing is speeding up the journey to a life that is always uncomfortable and frustrating. I think a better, longer, healthier life is more important to you then you're really admitting to yourself if you're letting time or discomfort dictate this decision. And here's the big one you might be thinking, okay, I don't know if I'll stick with it. I hear that all the time. First, I want to say that will always be up to you. But if you plug into our community, your odds are better. Take the quiz and find the right program for you, and your odds are better. Drink this shake every day and feel the difference, and your odds are better. Something has to work for you. And the BODi experience has worked for tens of thousands of people, maybe millions. All right, but I don't want to overstate it. But still, if you change your mind and this isn't for you, there's a 31-day money-back guarantee. So the only real mistake in this moment is to not try at all. Okay, I really appreciate that you've listened to this podcast this far. I hope it helped you see what's possible for you and how important this is for you. If you're brand new to BODi, I hope you give us a try. We certainly made the offer as attractive as possible for the next 40,000 people to step up for themselves. If you're maybe a former customer or even one of our former Team Beachbody coaches, we'd love to welcome you back. We'd love you to be an affiliate. Integrate what we're doing into whatever else you're working on and let this part of a healthy, active lifestyle and this generous commission be part of the equation for you. I think if you sign up at wearebody.com, that's BODi with an I, again, wearebody.com, and then you take the quiz to find the right program, try it for a couple of days, you'll realize real fast you can do this. A weekend, you got a little more strength, a little more energy, you're sleeping better, thinking clearer, and then a month in, you've got momentum. The jeans are fitting again. And maybe, because you couldn't help but share it, you're earning money, helping other people feel as good as you feel. That's the road I'm inviting you on to. $250 of value for $99. Free Shakeology, a 31-day money-back guarantee. The workout app that CNN underscored named the best, backed by 28 years of heart. And if you sign up to be an affiliate, if just 2 people use your link, you've already made your money back on the transaction. But the counter's running and the cap is real. 40,000 people. I hope you're one of them. And I hope you bring in as many people as you can inspire. Don't let this be one more someday. It's time for you to love your body. Join the movement and let's go take your health back together. Thanks for listening to the BODi Experience. Now be a part of it. Have a great day.